I've known Nabeel Rajab for a couple of years now. We've worked with him in Bahrain. We've worked with him in Washington DC. We've been with him when he's been in court. I've visited victims of the crackdown with him in their homes. I've been on the street with him, and I know Nabeel to be one of the most prominent and one of the most accomplished human rights defenders in the region and really in the world. I've worked in many countries in the world on human rights issues, and Nabeel is one of the most impressive human rights defenders that I've ever worked with.
The Bahrain Center for Human Rights was selected as one of the 3 final nominees for the Martin Ennals Award in 2012. The Martin Ennals Award is selected by a jury of 10 international human rights organizations, which gives it a unique credibility. It also represents the respect of the international human rights community worldwide. As president of the BCHR, Nabeel Rajab was arrested and convicted for organizing peaceful assembly. Nabeel and the BCHR have a long-standing record for standing up for the human rights of others. They have documented abuses and acted in a peaceful and determined way.
He's a human rights defender who's known at the regional and international level for his work on behalf of other people. He's somebody who's suffered as a result of his principles and willingness to speak up on behalf of others, no matter what their background. There's no future for peaceful change and respect for human rights in Bahrain that doesn't include Nabeel Rajab. It's time that he was outside of prison and participating in that process. It's time to set Nabeel Rajab free.
I've known Nabeel Rajab for over 10 years, and during that time I worked very closely with him. I know him to be a very his thesis, his philosophy, his whole approach to politics is peaceful. It's for this reason that I think the government of the authorities in Bahrain, the courts in Bahrain, should vacate the conviction of Nabeel for illegal assembly and free him immediately. He's a voice for peace.
My good friend Nabeel Rajab is a passionate defender of human rights. He's a peaceful man patterning his work on Gandhi's. He should not be in jail. Bahrain is a tiny country, but Nabeel is a huge man there. Worldwide, he is one of the foremost defenders with over 260,000 followers on Twitter.
Dear Nabeel, your determination is contagious. Bahrain people are proud of you, and they continue today to ask for their rights. Dear Nabeel, Bahraini people are waiting for you. We are too. We are waiting for you. See you soon, my friend and my dear brother.
I met Nabeel for the first time and all his colleagues at the Bahrain Human Rights Center, and I was struck by the non-sectarian nature of their activism, by the compassion that Nabeel showed, especially when he took us around to the villages late at night and we met with the victims of tear gas attacks and harassment, and some of those who'd been imprisoned, others who'd been detained for long periods without fair trial, and still others who had been tortured.
Nabeel's imprisonment is contemptible, and I implore those in power to hurry to release him and vigorously engage with all of the spectrum of civil society, the true stakeholders in the future of your country, to strategize a legitimate and acceptable solution to this mindless, vicious crisis. Aren't you exhausted? Someone has the keys to those cells behind whose sinister doors there are countless recycled hostages, and I know you can hear us. As a first brave step towards peace and reconciliation, free Nabeel Rajab.
After the crackdown, everybody was silent. There was nobody talking about what's happening in Bahrain. There was only one who was criticizing the government. It was Nabeel Rajab. Everybody was frightened and they kept quiet because after the crackdown, there was massive arrests, everybody was attacked, there was robberies, there was house raids, daily house raids. But Nabeel kept on talking. He was the voice of Bahrain. He was the only one talking.
My dad and me have a close relation. He He always wanted me to be the best. He is my hero. I love him and miss him a lot. I wish if my dad can be released because he is one of a kind.
I wish if international organization can pressure to release my dad.